Indonesia, a land of fire-breathing mountains, real-life dragons, and islands that seem to float between myth and reality. This is a place where the earth rumbles beneath your feet, and every sunrise feels like the start of a new legend. The air is thick with the scent of spices, cloves, nutmeg, cinnamon, each one telling a story of ancient trade and culinary magic. Here, flavors are bold, and every meal is an adventure for your taste buds, making your tongue do a somersault. Most imagine a lazy beach holiday, but I see a colossal adventure playground. From surfing wild waves in Bali to trekking through jungles where monkeys chatter overhead, Indonesia is a call to the wild at every turn. Forget five-star hotels. The real luxury here is the wild, untamed spirit of the islands. It's about waking up to the sound of the rainforest, not an alarm clock, and letting curiosity guide your day. My mission: dive headfirst into one of the world's most vibrant places. From Jakarta's chaos, where scooters weave through neon-lit streets and the city pulses with energy, to the serene Gili Islands, where time slows down and the only agenda is to soak in the sun and the sea. Every corner promises a new story, one written in laughter, music, and the vibrant colors of daily life. Here, ancient traditions and modern life collide. Rice paddies beside internet cafes, centuries-old temples next to bustling markets, and ceremonies that light up the night. The biggest challenge: the food. Not because it's bad, but because it's dangerously delicious. Every meal is a temptation, from smoky satay skewers to sweet, sticky desserts you can't pronounce but can't stop eating. Sambal, the fiery chili sauce, is a test of courage. One spoonful too many, and you're breathing fire. But it's a rite of passage, a badge of honor for every traveler who dares. This journey is about tasting the sights, not just seeing them. It's about letting your senses lead you, hearing the sizzle of street food, feeling the tropical heat, and savoring every unexpected flavor. So, pack your bags and leave your fears at home. Bring your curiosity, your appetite, and a sense of humor for the surprises ahead. We'll get lost in bustling markets where every stall is a treasure trove and every turn leads to something new. We'll meet locals with sun-bright smiles, eager to share their stories, their food, and their warmth with strangers who quickly become friends. And yes, we'll probably make a few silly mistakes, mispronounce a word, get lost, or order something way too spicy. But that's all part of the fun. That's what adventure is: embracing the unexpected, laughing at the mishaps, and finding the extraordinary in the everyday moments that make travel unforgettable. Indonesia is waiting, wild and wonderful, ready to surprise you at every turn. It's a wild ride you won't want to miss. Let's get stuck in and see where the journey takes us. First stop, Jakarta, the capital city, where the day begins with a golden haze over a sprawling metropolis. This is a city that never truly sleeps, always buzzing with anticipation and energy. This isn't a jungle of vines, but of traffic, its most fearsome predator. Here, the roads are rivers of honking cars, weaving mopeds and buses packed to the brim, all moving in a relentless tide. I've faced frozen wastelands and deserts, but nothing prepares you for Jakarta's organized chaos. The city's pulse is measured in the rhythm of engines and the symphony of horns, a soundtrack that never fades. Crossing the street is a survival challenge, courage and agility required. Locals move with a practiced confidence, weaving between vehicles as if performing a daily dance with danger. The air is thick with street food, exhaust, and ambition. Every corner bursts with the aroma of sizzling satay, the chatter of vendors, and the dreams of millions striving for a better life. Amid skyscrapers and endless traffic, life pulses in local markets. Here, tradition and modernity collide, and the city's true heart beats strongest. I wandered through alleys overflowing with spices, fruits, and vendors shouting with infectious energy. The colors, sounds, and smells are overwhelming but exhilarating, a sensory overload that's impossible to resist. My first food challenge, confidently ordering what I thought was chicken, turned out to be grilled intestines. The vendor grinned and I realized that here, adventure is served on a skewer. Chewy, interesting, and a true test of a traveler's spirit. Every bite is a leap of faith, a chance to taste the unexpected and embrace the unknown. Surviving Jakarta is about embracing its overwhelming scale and contrasts. The city stretches endlessly, a patchwork of luxury and struggle, tradition and innovation. People from across Indonesia come here to chase dreams. Each arrival brings new hope, new stories, and a determination to carve out a future in this urban maze. Immense wealth sits beside profound simplicity. Towering glass buildings cast shadows over humble homes, a daily reminder of the city's extremes. It's loud, hectic, exhausting, and alive. At night, neon lights flicker, and the city's energy only intensifies, as if Jakarta refuses to rest. Jakarta is a powerful introduction to Indonesia's spirit. Its people are resilient, resourceful, and endlessly optimistic, always finding joy amid the chaos. As I shoulder my backpack and head for the next destination, I carry with me the memory of Jakarta's relentless energy, a city where dreams and traffic never stop moving. After Jakarta's chaos, Bali feels like another world, the island of the gods. Incense and frangipani fill the air, and everywhere are offerings to the gods. But beneath the serenity, Bali has its own wildness. At Ubud Monkey Forest, I learned macaques are clever thieves. One made off with my banana in minutes. Their teamwork is impressive, a lesson for any adventurer. Beyond the monkeys, Bali's landscape is a masterpiece. I explored the Tegalalang rice terraces by scooter, vibrant green steps carved by generations. Sunrise over the fields brought pure peace. Bali is about balance, quiet contemplation, and thrilling action. I tried surfing in Canggu, mostly underwater but always laughing. Bali teaches you to go with the flow, respect nature, and not take yourself too seriously. It calms your soul and ignites your spirit for adventure. You can't talk about Indonesia without talking about the food. My mission: find the ultimate nasi goreng, the nation's beloved fried rice. Every island, city, and street stall has its own secret recipe. Nasi goreng is simple: leftover rice, sweet soy sauce, shallots, garlic, but endlessly varied. Some add chicken, prawns, or fiery sambal, always topped with a fried egg and krupuk. In Bali, I tasted a smoky, wood-fired version. Unforgettable. Culinary mishaps happened. I once ordered silly nose instead of crazy rice, to everyone's amusement. The best nasi goreng isn't about fancy ingredients. It's about sharing it with new friends on a busy street. Food is a gateway to culture, and my quest had only just begun. Now for the main event, Komodo Island, home to the legendary Komodo dragon. This remote corner of Indonesia is a place where myths and reality blur, and the wild reigns supreme. As our boat approached the shore, anticipation buzzed in the air. We were about to step into the domain of creatures that have roamed these lands for millions of years. These aren't fairy tale beasts, but real ancient predators, the world's largest lizards. Their presence is commanding, their gaze both curious and calculating. Each movement is a reminder of their power and their place at the top of this island's food chain. Stepping onto Komodo feels like entering another era. Dry, rugged, and wild, the landscape is harsh yet beautiful, shaped by time and the elements. Every step on the dusty trail echoes with the stories of explorers and the silent watch of the dragons. Our guide, armed with a big forked stick, led us into dragon territory. His calm confidence was reassuring, but the seriousness of the journey was clear. Here, respect for the dragons isn't just wise, it's essential for survival. The rules: stay together, move slowly, respect the animals. We listened intently as our guide explained how to behave, knowing that even a moment's carelessness could have consequences. This was not a place for bravado, but for humility and caution. Dragons can outrun humans, have venomous bites, and a keen sense of smell. Their forked tongues flick the air, reading invisible messages, tracking prey and visitors alike. Every sense is honed for survival in this unforgiving environment. Seeing one up close is humbling. A prehistoric creature, armored and powerful, its scales glint in the sunlight, each one a shield forged by evolution. You can't help but feel small in the presence of such ancient life. Suddenly, a wild boar darted out. The dragon sprang to life, a raw display of nature. The chase was swift and silent, a reminder that here, survival is a daily contest. The boar escaped, but the adrenaline was real. Our hearts pounded as we watched the drama unfold, grateful to witness such a rare moment in the wild. Komodo is not a zoo, it's the wild, and we're just visitors. There are no barriers here, only the unspoken rules of nature and respect for its inhabitants. Leaving, I felt deep respect for these animals and their fragile ecosystem. The dragons are survivors, but their world is delicate, threatened by change and human impact. Sometimes, the greatest adventure is to watch, learn, and leave a place as wild as you found it. Komodo Island reminds us that true exploration is about understanding, not conquering, and that the wild deserves our awe and our protection. Every adventure needs a story of things going hilariously wrong. Mine came while kayaking through Nusa Lembongan's mangroves. The plan, peaceful paddling through winding waterways. The reality, after an hour, nature called urgently. Surrounded by water and mangrove roots, options were limited. My guide, Wayan, paddled on, oblivious to my growing crisis. I tried to paddle faster, only to spin in circles. Finally, Wayan noticed, laughed heartily and pointed out a tiny patch of mud, the designated comfort stop. Never have I been so grateful for a bit of solid ground. Sometimes, the biggest survival challenge is just finding a loo. These moments of vulnerability make the best memories. An adventure is nothing without the people you meet. Indonesia's greatest treasure is its people, diverse, kind, and welcoming. From Jakarta to Lombok, I was met with smiles that could light up the darkest jungle. In Flores, a family offered me tea and fried bananas. No words needed, just kindness. The Indonesian philosophy of gotong royong, mutual cooperation, shines everywhere. Neighbors help build houses, strangers fix flat tires, villages prepare for ceremonies together. There's a deep sense of community and connection. The real wonders of Indonesia are the everyday interactions with its people. They are the soul of the nation, and meeting them was the greatest adventure of all. To truly understand Indonesia's magic, you have to look beneath the surface. The surrounding waters are part of the Coral Triangle, Earth's marine biodiversity epicenter. Snorkeling here is like entering another dimension, peaceful, vibrant, and humbling. My first dive off the Gili Islands revealed swirling fish, graceful turtles, and living coral cities. Even underwater, there's room for blunders. I drifted too far, remembered not to panic, and swam back. This world is fragile and vital, a call to protect it for future generations. Exploring isn't just about memories, it's about understanding our connection to the planet. My journey through Indonesia is ending, but the memories will last a lifetime. I found adventure, faced dragons, survived chaos, and met people who warmed my heart. Indonesia is more than a place. It's a feeling, a roar, a taste, a smile. Travel changes you, teaching resilience, humility, and joy. You don't need to be a survival expert, just have courage and an open mind. The world is full of wonders, waiting for you to discover them. Indonesia will challenge, inspire, and awe you. If you've ever dreamed of adventure, my message is simple. Go. Book the ticket, pack the bag, take the leap. The greatest risk is not taking one at all. Thank you for coming along for the ride. The world is waiting. Go find your own adventure. You've got this.